So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down. Got a fantastic, just beautiful weather here, though I think most natives are probably dying a little on the inside because I think in Fahrenheit measures we're getting up into the upper 80s, low 90s for the next 3 or 4 or 5 days. And if you're a Texan or like me, you've been to Iraq on a number of occasions, it's not hot. And the lack of humidity, it's not even necessary to have an air conditioner. It really is not here, right? I'm not sure how the weather's been looking in England or anywhere else around the world, but I mean, I'm pretty certain that in the U.S. it's scorching hot, but they're also much lower. We're up here on the 49th parallel here in Germany, so it probably tends to be much cooler, kind of like probably living in Canada, I would imagine. But today, got the perfect summer one. This is from Young Poets. I'm just looking at the color here. This is the Good Wine Company, and it's I'm going to put the link in the description below. But it's this group led by Christoph Kern. This is in Baden-Württemberg, Germany, and they are just pushing out beautiful wine with these really funny labels. I love, if you're familiar with the German language, you know grau is the German word for gray. And I saw this label, 50 Shades of Grau Burgunder, you know, for the wine variety. And I thought it was perfect, you know. And I got my hands on it. You can see from the pour, too, that there's a great deal of gas in it. You know, small bubbles, right, you know, from the process. But just wonderful. We're talking about green apples, golden apples on the nose, some nice citrus notes. A fantastic finish. Just beautiful, the terroir. And in Baden-Württemberg, Germany, they get a lot of sun in the summertime. And so these grapes, they just get kissed all over by the sunlight, and then they go through an extended maceration process before they are then fermented. And this is just fabulous. And I really do. I need to get a hold of this company and let them know that I would really like them to sponsor, because I'm in love with this, and I love all the other labels that they've got. I think I'll have to buy every one of them, try them, and trot them out here on Wine Down, because it's just a fabulous wine and such a fun thing. And a lot of the proceeds from the sales of these wines go to imaginative projects and stuff like that for kids and others. And, you know, it's very much focused on creativity and imagination, right? You know, and problem solving and all the good stuff that you want to see the next generation tackle, you know. So just outstanding all the way around. So let's go ahead and hop into our grid here and see what we've got. So yes, I brought in stools for, I got two mics here on in case we're ever 2 people up here. I may have a solver at some point that wants to solve with me. I don't know. I'm always set up for one for Shotzi as well if she wants to sit up here. But I decided to go with stools instead of that office chair because I think it'd be better for my posture. But I keep forgetting that it's for my posture, so therefore I slouch, and then my back is hurting. So I'm just whining a little bit. We have Cryptic Crossword number 29734, and this one's set by Vulcan. Let's see what kind of evil they have in store for us today. Okay, watches a woman's diversion for infants. Dairy product invented. Is it suggested? You know, I get a feeling like this is probably Edam, and I'm trying to make it fit, but because, you know, Edam is made backwards, right? And I don't know, for some reason it feels like that could be it. I don't know. That doesn't do anything for me there. Political group, I nag to workout plan of action. Reuse plug after replacing big sticker. Okay. Fantasy question about one woman's address. Call Boot Black out of bed to start work. 4, 3, and 5. You know what? I bet this is a double definition. Call Boot Black out of bed to start work. How about rise and shine? Takes me back to that movie Goodfellas. Now go get your shine box, you know. Oh, bad thing to say. Reuse plug after replacing big sticker. Fantasy. Question about one woman's address with fantasy. Look at that S down there. Shocked as insolent aside is given the tabloid treatment. Tabloid treatment. Sensationalized? Try to remember to spell it. Not like a Yank would spell it. I'm going to use my S's, not my Z's, not my Z. Not my Z's. Wise guys touring Oz or the States for simple food. Footballers given a large handbook. Simple food, huh? Attack poor service and hurry away. 3 and 3. If I just get something going, I have a feeling that would be an easier one. Sweet. Having skill to support small program. Urgent requests that may be bargained in America. A plea? I guess we can't argue plea. You can't do a plea bargain in the UK? That may or may not be bueno. May or may not be no bueno. I don't know. I had to think about that. I don't know yet. Disciple Mark entering the holy city safe. One recently dead put into the ground alone. Well, I got some more down here. So what was this one? Aquatic creature and its habitat. Lock. Well, I want to say this is like, you know, fly something, you know, like, I don't know. Footballers given large handbook. That's a manual. This could be to let fly. Attack poor service. Attack poor service and hurry away. Maybe a seal then in here. And I guess our simple food could be sausages. I'm sure there are many German Wurstmachers that would argue about simple food. So do we have a apple tart? Sure looks that way. And this informs the media how to get out of seatbelt. So I think we have a release here. I think that's going to be a press release, which is kind of funny because it's a double definition, wouldn't it be? You press release to get out of your seatbelt and then give it to the media to inform them. Not legitimate, so I usurp violently. And usurp is 8. letters, and so is our clue. I always count that because I'm always wondering. So I usurp could be spurious. And not just a partial anagram. Looks like that we got the whole thing in this one. That's nice. Set to receive such ideal land. Run through film showing a half of rugby. We got an S. I'm going to go with a scrum. So set to receive such ideal land. Ideal land. Set to receive. So maybe promised land. Maybe that whole primogeniture thing. I don't know. In-store playing English hi-fi equipment. Looks like a stereo. But one's decision should be anything but capricious. Defaced wall painting of mountain range. Okay, so probably a mural to Ural, going with the Ural Mountains, which I got to see in Kazakhstan and Russia when we were still friends with them. Not that long ago. Well, I guess it's been a while. 2009. I guess it's been a while. Is this as an arbitrator, maybe? Penalizes wordplay that is too subtle. Well, looks like we might have a pun at the end. What, though? I don't know. Reuse plug after replacing big sticker. Now, I gotta have something in here now. Oh, that N. So maybe campaign? Maybe campaign. And this looks like it could be whimsy, which kind of makes sense. Kind of see that. Reuse plug after replacing big sticker. So watches a woman's diversion for infants. Maybe a seesaw. Reuse plug after replacing big sticker. I don't know. Saparilla? I don't know. That might be my downfall today. Make a joke of the day I get promoted. Draw apart and flop down, having a bit of a cry. Draw apart, tear, flop down, drop, teardrop, bit of a cry. Makes sense. Why can't 3 down come to me that easily? I don't know. And so it looks like one recently dead put into the ground alone could be isolated. Interesting. Disciple Mark entering the holy city safe. Make Make a joke of the day I get promoted. Maybe satirize? So disciple Mark, I don't know. I'm getting Simon Peter out of this. So, yeah, well, almost all weaponry is terrifying. Arrive at a stretch of water. So arrive. You could reach. And this looks like alarms. I don't know if this is just an easy day, but it certainly worked out for me. You know, I keep wanting to say it's gonna be super something. But what? I don't know. We gotta deal with this one here too. Penalizes wordplay that is too subtle. I got an I there, so I guess you could say it's fine spun, but finds pun, which is also clever. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I'm thinking, like, what could that possibly be? Super... Yeah, I don't think this one's going to come to me. It is not making any sense at all. Reuse plug. Super glue. God. Well, I guess I can kind of stay in the running. I don't know. Yeah, just kind of drained my brain a bit today. Let's check all. How do we do, Bob? Yeah, I guess I misspelled satirize. I'm gonna try it again. I don't, maybe I said E? I don't know. Satirize. No. Satirize. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with me today? Okay. I think that is the official definition of a brain fart. But so be it. We'll check it all again here. All right, super. Well, Vulcan, you got the yank, but that's not exactly a hard thing to do. So be that as it may, this was really a fantastic grid. Very well done. Very well done. We'll bring in our Bannier Dad too. Again, I'll try to remember to put the link below in the description of this wine, but it's just wonderful. Young Poets, right? The Good Wine Company. And I'm really impressed with the website and with the quality of the product. I just can't rant about it enough. That said, until we see you next time, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. Be well. And remember, I may not have always had money, but I've never been poor. There were many times in life I had no money, but I was never poor. We'll see you tomorrow. Be well until then. Be nice to strangers if you can help it. Cheers.